Morning. Thanks for coming out today. I'm Laura Carson. I'm the customer service specialist here at EagleTech. And walk over here, Zach, so they could see you in the video as well.
I'm one of the experts here at EagleTech as well.
So, yay! And Zach had, walk over this way, then we could see you on the video.
He's moving the camera for us.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't notice that. So Zach had been our Apple rep too, Apple campus rep, prior to joining us here at EagleTech. So I like to pull him on board to bring me in on the things that I like either forget about or if I don't have that knowledge base. So he's just terrific with all of the Apple products. So love it. Today I just want to tell you I'm going to be mirroring my phone. This is our Air here that's showing here by AirPlay. And through the Apple TV, if you wonder how I'm doing all this magic work. And then the QuickTime player is how I'm going to, just one sec. Then I'm going to go out to the QuickTime player and hit New Movie in order to show my phone on here in just a moment. First, you're going to see my smiling face. Hi. And this is kind of neat. You go to Camera for iPhone.
Okay,
Yep, got to exit out of your photos first, though, and iTunes. It does this each time, and then it brings it up again. And then we're also going to do microphone. You want me to do the microphone, right? So you have the input for the microphone? Okay, perfect. All right, so now you're seeing my iPhone displayed, which is kind of cool. Before we begin here, when your phone is locked, you can, like say if somebody doesn't know your passcode or doesn't have your fingerprint for your phone, you can just slide up from the bottom and then tap on, even when the phone is locked, and you can tap on the camera button, lower right hand corner, and get to that app right away. So just FYI, if you didn't know that, it's kind of a nice feature. I'm going to actually put this way so we can take some photo. No, we'll do some video and stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of cool. All right, so in terms of our objectives today, I want to look at videography in terms of what types of videography there are. We have the slow-mo or slow motion action, which is kind of cool, and Zach's going to talk about that a little bit more and what it's good for and when we use slow motion, and show you some examples of what we've done here in the store, as well as some neat examples that Apple has also put out, and they have for our reference too, and we'll share those with you guys. Also, one thing I would recommend in terms of holistically for taking videography and when you're taking videos or slow motion especially, you want to have your device, whether it be really iPhone and iPad now are going to be synonymous terms. They're going to work exactly the same. The iOS device will work exactly the same. I would have it either like against something, up and against something, so you don't have to keep holding on to it and you're actually, you'll be shaking it a little bit even if you have a very steady hand. Or I would recommend a tripod. There's little travel, tripods that are only about this tall and they're great. So those would be the things I would recommend. They have them in the Apple Store. I don't think we have any right now, but we certainly could get you some if you wanted one. Also, when you bring up your application here, you've got, of course, the photo. When it's dark, sometimes it's easier to see. You notice the button changes from white to red. And then with slow-mo, it changes it so that you've got this little business around it. Still red, though, as well as time-lapse. It kind of shows a little clock around it. So those are the basics of what the application is going to do for us. Your photo. The other thing is, too, when you're looking at, we can also do square photo, which if you notice, it's actually a perfect square. This is kind of nice when you're taking a shot in either, you're, say, taking a shot for Twitter or for Facebook, or something that you want to put up on the web. It's kind of going to look a little nicer, as well as pano or panoramas. How many of you have done some panorama shots before on either iPhone or iPad? Those are really neat. I've got a few on my phone that I can share, and it's actually quite easy to do. Let's see if we can, it's best to do it here. There we go. And It's very easy to start the panoramic. You can actually just start by tapping on the white button and then slowly go around. If you go real fast, it'll tell you to slow down, which is kind of neat. I had to be told to slow down a few times. So then the pano is going to do, or panoramic, is going to then take a full shot of the area with what, it's kind of neat if you're like visiting the Grand Canyon or if you have a large group of people, you can do that as well. All right. Go back to photos. What else did I want to go over?
Do 360 segment?
Yeah.
Almost. You're very, very close when you're doing a panoramic. There we go. Cancel out of that. Done. All right. So now it's saving for me. It's actually going into iMovie, if you notice that. I'm going to tap out of that. Because what ends up happening is your iMovie or your photos, how many of you have taken a burst before? Bursts, and I know Zach's going to show you a little bit of how the burst actually works. The burst takes a series of photos. For, say, a difficult shot that you want to take, you're trying to videotape, or not videotape, but take pictures of, say, a soccer match or something you're trying to get moving action. Those are kind of neat to get some different pictures. You get about 20 in a burst or a little bit more, depending on how long you hold your finger down. And another cool thing that I noticed too, and this is the quick access. You can tap right on your camera app. Oops, sorry.
6S.
For the 6S, but
It will only work for a 6S because of the force touch. You got to push it harder, push really hard.
there we go. To press really hard. And you can take a selfie, you can record video right from here, slow motion, or you can just take a regular photo. So I think that's kind of very helpful. I like that. It's going to be the force touch, so you have to take, see, it took me a few minutes to try it. You have to actually hold down the application. And it works on most of the apps. Definitely all of the apps that came with your phone when you originally got it out of the box from Apple. So, and I think that's really helpful. So if we want to take a selfie, there we go.
Do you have the 6 or do you have the 6S?
I have 6.
The 6. The
It's only the
6S
6S?
actually has a new screen. It's called Force Touch. So
There we go.
Yeah, it will only. It's a new feature that came out with the 6S.
Yeah. It was one of those kind of cool things that, so we can do also a, see, and I just got the wiggle on too when I did that. That's what I call it, getting your wiggle on. No, it's not doing it for photos. Must be doing it on just camera only. Okay, next I was going to talk about one of the things too, when you get into your camera, let's talk a little bit about time lapse. So with time lapse, and Zach's going to go over slow-mo, but with time lapse photos, we can, again, it's going to be something you want to document as more of a step-by-step process, or something really like pretty and cool that you really like, and you want to take a time lapse of that. So it's actually, it compresses the file in the video, but it's something that, you can't really, you can watch it definitely at the time. Like I took this really neat one. I didn't take it, I found it on the internet, of Muir Beach. Yeah, let's go back to the beginning of this. I think this is a great example of when you might want to use, come on little buddy. Let's make that a little bit bigger. It's also in HD because now with the 6S, it's actually taking, this is all slow motion. It's kind of cool. I just think that's a really, really cool feature to be able to take slow motion or action shots. I don't know if the holding it with like a selfie stick would also work really well. Don't you have a selfie stick? That would work really well. Or are you familiar with what a selfie stick is? Or people hold it. Yeah. So this would be a nice example of slow motion action. And can add your own. Zach's going to talk about adding sound to your videos as well. Show you how to do that a little bit. I thought it would be nice to look at a beach today on this super cold day. Oh, look at the dog, it's super slow. That's cool. You can also show a process. We have done some here at EagleTech. Let's go out to our. What's also really cool is that oh, sorry, I'm getting to the wrong spot here. I have a hard time doing two things at once.
Just go back.
Oh, go back here? Thank you.
One more time. Now click. Now hit my channel.
Yeah, my channel. This is why I have Zach with me, you guys. All right. One of the neat things, too, is you can document a process step by step. Like this process of taking a 3D, making a 3D image. This probably took, 8 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, something like that. But for us, it was very fast because we did it in a time lapse. So obviously, to show how we did this process, we also made the Kirkwood letters too, I believe. Yeah. So this is. Can you see what that's going to turn out to be? It says EagleTech. So that's kind of neat. So we've used it on that. We've used it on a few different things. What other examples might you use slow-mo for?
Like time lapse or slow?
Time lapse. I'm sorry.
Time lapse. I used one when I was in California when we were walking across the San Francisco Bay Bridge. I mean, it took us probably close to 2 hours to walk. Not 2 hours, probably an hour to walk across it. But I recorded the whole thing, and I set it to be 20 seconds, and it zoomed past. So kind of like what this is doing right now. A lot of people I've seen record like the whole day, like they just set a camera out here and just record like the sky moving and stuff like that. So that's what you'd use time lapse for. So basically the opposite of slow-mo. Time lapse speeds everything up, slow-mo speeds everything down.
Absolutely. Oops. Minimize this guy. Get back to my. Oh, there we go. My smiling face. All right. Do you want to go over slow-mo a little bit?
Yeah.
Some of your. Yeah. I should probably move my water.
Okay, so she went over time lapse, which, like I said, it speeds everything up. Like you saw there with our 3D printer. Slow motion is when you want to slow something down and get a dramatic effect. It kind of slows down the rate of which it records, because basically a video is recording a bunch of stills and then makes it into a faster.
Right.
Slow-mo slows those down. So earlier today, I actually recorded Laura. She's going to kill me for this one. I recorded Laura in a slow motion. So you'll see it starts off really fast and then it goes into a slow motion. So right here, but if I play it, see how now she's going slow on that one. And then
I am real slow.
And you can actually edit it to where you want it to be slow motion and where you want it to be.
Why do you use Sam's?
Sam's was a time lapse.
Oh, gotcha.
This is a time lapse, like what Laura was showing. This is speeding everything up. So this is Sam working today on a computer. See how it just sped everything up. But if I wanted to edit on how a slow motion works, I just hit edit right down here. And this is the whole video as everything. And then this little bar up here, it shows me where I want it to slow motion at. So right here where the bars are closer together is where the video is just playing at normal speed. And then right here is where it's slow motioning and then speeds back up to normal speed. And I could change that if I want to by holding it down and then moving that slow motion to where I want it to start and where I want it to end. And editing these videos to make them a smaller clip, because this is just a clip of what I was taking with Laura. The bar right down here where it has two arrows in the black is where where you can edit it. It turns it to yellow. And so let's say I want the video to start right here.
I am going to kill him.
Yeah. So I'm cropping the videos to where that's where I want it. And then when I click done, it adds me if I want to save it as a new clip. So you can keep the original clip, but you can make this one that I just edited as a new clip. Kind of like cropping a photo. crop the video. What's cool too is that using these videos, if I wanted to edit it, and I wanted to edit this video, I can hit this little button right here, the little circle one, and hit and edit it in iMovie, which will allow me to add color, add text, add sound. So like a filter to this video, I can add all these filters, such as black and white, blast, so it kind of changes the look of the photo. I like the vintage. I think the vintage is really cool. It kind of adds, and then I can add text.
That's me, I'm vintage.
And then I can also add music clips to it using theme music, which is already in iMovie, playlists, such as songs that Laura has on her phone already.
Yeah.
So if you hit cancel, I actually made one earlier. Oop, I don't want to do that. Made one earlier. Laura recorded Rob and I yesterday talking.
Okay, so now it's fair.
So now it's fair. So I edited, obviously I added the vintage filter, and Rob, I don't know if it's going to play the sound, but Rob saying, I don't know, and I added the text, so you can hear it actually say, I don't know, so see, the text was just added to that. Let's see. And then, with iMovie, have any of you guys ever worked with iMovie before? Made a video?
I've never done it on my phone.
With phone?
Yeah,
So today,
That's really cool.
Phone and iPad, both, yeah.
so with iMovie, Laura doesn't actually know that I did this today, but I was going to let it be a surprise. And so I actually made an iMovie. And so with all the clips that I made today, I made it into a simple iMovie. And so this is actually the iMovie that I made
I like to
today.
get surprised. This is cute.
So I don't know if it's going to play.
I have to turn up my phone.
Let's see. That's a slow motion that I made. And it actually is playing songs right now. And then there's Sam.
Nice.
And that's the time lapse.
Oh, you know why? It's because it's, I set the, well, no, should be playing, not sure why.
And then Laura, when she was handing me the notes, and this is all made on iMovie directly from the phone using video.
Did you put a transition in there?
Yep, it's just a dissolve transition.
Yep.
It automatically does the dissolve.
Oh, are there themes like
Yeah.
there are in the regular
Oh.
iMovie?
Yep, there's themes that I did. So
We
that
have
was just one
some
that I
treats
did
in the
yesterday.
back if you would like them, since we just showed them. We do have several of them. You can frost them yourself. That was great.
That's how you edit a movie. So that's just, it's
I love
simple.
that.
With iMovie, I basically just hit add a new movie. And then I did that to where I could pick my theme, like you were just saying. You could have a simple theme, or like I have a neon theme, which is something like this, where it just kind of shows you, and it adds text in there for you, whatever you choose to do. And then
Will it
you
let
just,
you upload it to YouTube automatically?
yep. And so
YouTube,
once you're done-
Vimeo.
once you click done
That
on
Muir Beach was on Vimeo.
Okay.
Like this one right here, I'm able to hit the share button right here and scroll over to where I can share on YouTube, Vimeo, on Facebook, and iMovie Theater, which shares it with all your other devices.
You just make your own channel, like we have our EagleTech channel.
Yeah, I can
Anybody, you've got your own channel. Yeah, so, yeah, good.
So that's basically
Perfect.
time lapse and slow motion.
Yeah, yeah. Did we have another example we were going to show for?
Oh, just the slow motion of the video
Mm-hmm.
of the iPhone being blended.
Yeah,
Want to play that one?
sure.
Okay, so today we were looking around for slow motion videos.
This is kind of an interesting one. We were going to play it if we had time, and we got a few minutes, so.
Okay, so this guy, he's funny.
Will it blend? That is the question.
Yep. It'll have- Oh, I love the
Are you having trouble deciding which new phone to get?
Oh, well.
Nah, neither are we. But we have two phones here, and some people are telling me they're having a hard time making up their mind. So I am going to help them out. Are we ready? Lumia 929? Nobody wants that. Here, the Galaxy Note 3. And over here, seems like this larger size doesn't want to come out. Ah, the iPhone 6 Plus.
know, it's like sinful, isn't it?
I think I'll press the Newton button. And over here, I think I'll press the who's copying who button.
A process? Yeah, that's good. It actually withstands it for a while. Oh, finally cracked. That's already apart. There we go. It is, I know, it's really sad. It reminds me of Wallace and Gromit. Very close thing. Miles.
Oh, phablet smoke. Oh, don't breathe this.
Yeah, from the battery acid and stuff. I want the blender, actually.
Where's the plus?
So that's slow-mo. What questions do we have about? Are you all excited? Like, I was very inspired by your Photos app. I went and changed a few of my pictures and stuff.
I never mess with iMovie on my phone.
It's fun. And on the iPad, I've done it, and I'll have an iMovie class coming up. I use iMovie quite a bit on the computer, but now I'm inspired to use it more on the iPhone and the iPad. Yeah, it's simple, because you could take some quick clips, do slow-mo, a little bit of slow-mo action, like I'm thinking about maybe like Julie's kids, you know, playing sports, and then you bring that clip into another clip. I mean, talking about a super easy way to make a grad party video. I mean, that would be just, or anything, weddings, you know, whatever. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for surprising me today.
You'll have to watch it with the actual sound.